Good morning, YouTube. Remember I told you I was coming at you with another breakfast video. This one is biscuits, sausage. It's going to have sausage in it. Sausage on the side, fried potatoes. I already had cut up them potatoes. They're right there. I didn't want to have my hands all up in the mix. But this is how I do my sausage. I'm going to do sausage links. I do them just like my bacon. So, but instead of doing them on parchment paper, I do them on foil. Okay, y'all? So let's get these ones opened up. And I put them all in the pan. And I'll show you how I do those. Because I don't like all of it to stick together, you know what I mean? So, this is a little bit of a time-consuming thing. It doesn't have to be done. You can just drop it all in there and go at it. But I like to keep them a little separated, a little separation. And then move forward. Oh, I gotta put my oil on from fried potatoes. Okay. Sorry about all that clicking. Okay, the oil's on for the fried potatoes. And then I set the oven for 375 instead of 350 because I do the bacon at 350. The sausage I do at 375. Which I already put that to start too also. And then I take another pack. Sorry about all that noise. I take another pack of the links like that. And I use half of the pack. Why is this other package wanting to give me pickle over time? We don't know about these things, you know. Sometimes you just get the packages that want to, and I cook them up in the pan on the stove and crumble it all up for the gravy. I don't know why, but I love me some sausage links in my gravy. Makes it so much better. And this is so much cheaper to do at home. But I'll bring you over here in just a second. I'm gonna put these away. Back away for another day. And plus, that's the other thing too, is it makes enough for 2 days. 2 breakfasts. So, that's why I like to do it this way too, I think. But this is the way my mother taught me how to do it, so. Because those links back in our day used to be like 69 cents or something like that. So we're going to move right on over here. And let me move you up so you can see what's going on in this pan. Okay, get some light on the subject. I always forget y'all can't see what's going on in these pans. Okay, sorry about the clicking again. I'm using my new Tefal. And then, of course, I'm using my meat masher from Toomey. I love this thing. But I just start breaking up this little meat. And fry it up. And yeah, I'm still drinking my coffee. I drink at least a cup of coffee while I'm cooking. And then now my oil should be hot now too. So I can get those potatoes a frying. Yep, they're nice and juicy hot. So we'll get some salt and pepper in those. Let me get that out of the way. And I know you love when I do my potatoes. So let me lower you back down a little bit. So, but I put a good amount of pepper. Y'all know how I love my pepper shaker. And of course, this is also from Temu. They've been having some fabulous sales lately. My goodness. Went on me a little shopping spree. If you didn't watch my last packaging opening, you'd have thought that I have went on a buying frenzy, but kind of I have. Because I've been buying new pajamas and things like that. Because this cold weather is not friends with me. And then, of course, I gotta have my salt. I love it. And here's my onion powder. I like to use onion powder because if you use raw onions, it falls apart real fast on you. And here's some garlic. I got the wrong size container. So I had to buy a bigger container. So of course it's in the wrong size container. So that's why it's in the wrong container altogether. So we're waiting for the oven. And remember I said I was going to take the oven up to 375. I only have 5 more minutes to put those in. But there's the potatoes. And I'll give you a little peek at this. Okay. There's that. Okay. So, gotta move you right there for just a second. A wee bit little sniggle next to the sausage so I can put the sausage links in the oven. And I put those in the oven for 20 minutes. So let me set a timer, both sides, 20 minutes. And it comes out almost as good as if you were frying them in a on the stove top, like I am with the gravy. But you can use this like any kind of, you can make, because that's just a country gravy, if you wanted to put bacon in it, you could make the same thing, but just crumble up some bacon in it and put it over that. Okay? So, there's really, when it comes to breakfast, there's never no set rules on what you want to do with your breakfast. And I like to do a lot of the prep work because I've been noticing my videos going a little bit wiry, you know, a little bit long. So I'm trying to figure out the best solutions and trying to, like when it came to the potatoes, I try to pre-cut those because everybody knows how to cut a potato, you know what I mean? So I try to make sure that that's all done. Put some more pepper in there. And I may have to break this sausage down quite a bit more. It's cooking a little bit fast for me. Anyway, let's get back to the thing at hand here. Let's put my old lady glasses. I always say that. Okay, these are $3.50 for 13 to 16 minutes. But these are my favorite. I normally get the buttered lover, but they only had the buttermilk. I could have swore that's what I picked up was the buttered lover one, but I didn't. Which really it don't. It all tastes the same to me. Whoa. Sometimes it'll do that popping and sometimes it don't. It tries to scare me to death. So. And I know that there's so many different ways y'all can make your biscuits. Like some people make them in air fryer. I don't have an air fryer, so I can't cook them in something I don't have. So I'm old school. I just do it in the oven. And I know that there's some people that like to use those toaster ovens. So I know there's other ways to cook those, but I guess it must be an age thing or something, because I really just enjoy the old school biscuits. Okay, I got a couple little more pieces to break up here, and then I'll put it on the back burner, and then we'll do the gravy together. Because that gravy package, the directions are a little bit confusing. It's like pour X amount of this and put that much of this, and it's like put a splash of this and put a splash of that. Like, what kind of sense does that make? Just put it in the pot and stir it up with a whisk. You know what I mean? That's how we used to do it in the old school. Put it in a pot and whisk it. That's how my mama used to do it, so that's how I'm going to do it. She didn't use that particular gravy. She used another one. She usually got stuff that was in jars. Or in, let me move you back over here so you can check out these potatoes. And then we can get back to close conversation here. But they used to come in a Campbell's soup, and they would be like mushroom gravy or white gravy. Or even sometimes she would use Alfredo sauce, which I never understood why my mama did that, but she's always used some kind of jar or container. Well, these are broke up for now, so I'm going to put them on the back. Just leave them while these potatoes are cooking and throw all this trash away. Give me a little sip of coffee. Delicious. Knowing me, I'll forget the dang directions on how long to cook those biscuits for. That's what I gotta do. My husband told me I have to be a little bit more cautious with my cooking, so got me a pot holder. Because, you know, I have a tendency to burn myself all up. I don't know who else out there in YouTube land love the smell of fresh ground pepper, but man, do I love it. I eat it on my salads. I don't think there's something I don't eat it on. Well, I don't eat it on French fries, but everything else I get down with the pepper. Everything I eat, I have pepper on it. So, we ain't gonna have a lot of different stuff. Sorry, I'm being a little noisy over here. I want this pork to break down a little bit more. I'm not too happy with the way it's broke down right now. I might have to cut it up. I mean, overall it's good, but there's a few pieces that are kind of big. But I know sausage is supposed to be like that, so we're going to leave it. But anyway, that's the potatoes. Got the biscuits ready. The sausage is ready. I don't like to make the gravy too far in advance. And of course, I'm still working on the breakfast sausage, which has another like 10 minutes or so. So we're just going to catch up. I hope that you new subscribers out there have went back and reviewed all my other videos to see if you liked them, and the ones that are staying with me, I'm so pleased to see you again. I look forward to making these cooking videos. I know I've been away from them for a little bit, but I want to make sure it was something good. If I don't think it's good, I don't want to make it for you and it not be good. You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but that's okay. Because I am somebody's. Because I do a lot of southern cooking, you know. That's how I was raised. So, let me check this mix out. Okay. That's a little bit weird. Like I said, that gravy packet is a little bit strange. But nowadays they change up packages, because that used to be made with milk. Now it's made with water. I don't know what that's all about. But hope you guys, I wish you guys could smell it. It smells so good. Let me go down a little pinch. There you go. I didn't even realize that you guys couldn't really see in that pot of bubbly goodness. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't think that one through. And then I got the sausage done, which I'll show you what that looks like. The reason I have a little bit of a pickle about it. See, it kind of looks like a little bit of a ground beef, but it's not. It's, you saw, I only put 4 sausage links. But that's because of how much that gravy pack makes. If I would have put any more, it would have been good. You know what I mean? So you learn over the years of what really works for you and what doesn't. So, but I'm gonna get some more coffee here. So don't mind me for a second. So how have y'all been out there doing out there in YouTube land? I was thinking about decorating some wine glasses. I've done it before, but I haven't done it for the channel. Let me know in the description below if you'd like to see that. I did it for, excuse whatever that noise was. I don't even know what the heck that noise was. Let me know in the description below if you want to see the Christmas wine glasses, because I know a lot of people do like Christmas parties, Christmas dinners, things like that. Let me know. But I would do the not the tall wine glasses. I'm talking about like the little short ones. I have one. I bought it this way, so but these are the kinds that I normally buy and decorate. But they look like something like this. But I don't do the whole design around it. I do it Christmas themed or Thanksgiving themed or whatever. I made some for my sister-in-law. The only bad thing is they have to be hand washed because I don't seal them because I don't mess with that epoxy stuff. I think if I did, then it probably would seal it. But I'm just not too keen on that epoxy. Because I don't quite understand it, and I know that if you mix it wrong or if you're in a small space, like it can get really toxic. So I don't like fooling with chemicals that I don't understand. I mean, it's bad enough when I did the non-tie-dyeing or dyeing without any color or whatever. I can't remember what that video is called actually off the top of my head. But when I did it with bleach, I did it outside because it really can stink up your house. For one, it can really stain up your furniture, stain up you, and it stinks. I don't even do regular tie-dye in the house. When my kids were younger, I used to do tie-dye quite a bit. And I did that stuff outside. We used to do it during the summertime. But if you want to see one of those videos down below, since I did the one in bleach, I was considering doing one in color. But just let me know in the description below, because I always will see what's I will check trends to see what's going on, but typically that's not always how I do it. Sorry about that. I want to pause you for a second because I wanted to step away and get a little drink, and I can't drink and talk at the same time. It's a little bit dangerous, you know. You know how that goes. And I went to pause you, and it stopped. Sorry about that, folks. I mean, when I put the video together, hopefully it won't look like that. But let's check on these potatoes again. Ooh, they're looking nice and crispy and good. Ooh, yeah. Oh, and I got some new paper plates. I'm kind of looking forward to trying out. Because I usually don't use this brand of paper plates. They're still by Hefty, but for some reason I have a thing about paper plates and napkins. My napkins and my paper plates are serious business around my house. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but I'm not even joking. Like, napkins are my obsession. I have to, like, every time I eat anywhere, I have to have napkins. And I wanted to get this video out for you guys. But my gloves didn't come in time for me to make this particular video. But by the time I make the next cooking one, that's why I'm using my oven mitts. And my heat gloves. Or my, not my heat gloves. These, I think, are heat resistant and keeps you from cutting yourself. Because I have cut myself on a potato and I burned myself, which is right there, still healing. So, those you can buy on Amazon. My husband bought those for me to protect me from keep doing the same mistakes that I've been making for a while now. It's a little bit crazy. But I don't want to overcook these potatoes, but I don't want to undercook them either. Like, it's a little bit on the edge. Okay. We're going to move you to the side a little bit here so you can still see the potatoes, but I got to get in the oven. And we'll check out these sausages. Right now, I still got 20 more minutes on these sausages, but I want you to see what I'm talking about when you cook these in the oven. See how they look? And that's only halfway, so I still have another halfways to go. So there's back on the potatoes. But it's so much easier to do them this way. Especially for a person like me who gets burned very easily, which I still haven't figured out why, but I do. It's just one of those things. Okay. So, I think I may be turning this oven down, but for now, I'm going to move you right back over here so I can get these sausages back in the oven, because they got to go for another 20 minutes in the oven. Okay. I think that these potatoes, if I let them go any further, they're going to burn up. So I'm going to have to take these out. Okay. And then I'm going to put the, for some reason, it wants me to heat up this water for this gravy. Okay. So let's get to taking these potatoes out. Turn that off for now. Wish y'all could taste this thing. There we go. Those potatoes are done. And the eggs will be being made in a few minutes. And then we're going to slide over here. To make this gravy. Okay. Let me get this fire back on because I know that it needs to be on. Okay, turn it down. Turn it down. Yep, there we go. Okay. And according to the pack, it says 1.5. Oh, exactly right. Couldn't have gotten that any better or any closer. 1.5 cups of hot water in there with the sausage. And not everybody will agree with this, but I leave the grease in there. It helps with the flavoring. It's really delicious, okay? Not everybody's going to say that to you or agree with that, but I leave it in there. And then it says an additional 1/2 cup of water. There's another additional 1/2 cup of water. And I don't understand this part, but I'm going to do it the way the package says, even though I don't agree with it. I usually just throw the whole package in there, but whatever. They know best, I guess. I always thought my mother knew best, but I guess not in some instances, you know what I mean? Because you hear that a lot. Mama knows best. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. You never know, understand that until you become a parent or you know, do something and then you're like, my mama told me that was going to happen or this was going to happen. And sure enough, it happens. And my goodness. You pay for it and you remember it too. And then you don't do the same mistake, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit crazy how that's done. But yeah, I gotta make the biscuits. But I gotta get this. Let's get this whisk. So I can whisk this. Okay. This should be mixed up nice and good. but I'm gonna make sure it's really whisked real good. And then I'm gonna add some pepper to it too. See how it, because before this package used to have only milk. You only added milk. Well, now it's water. So, yeah, I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe they just figured that it's people were doing what I was doing, which was doing their own water. But I know that milk has gotten really expensive too. So there's a lot of things that gotten more expensive nowadays to be buying, so you can't be affording it no more. I think that may have been a reason why they changed the recipe on this gravy. I might have to add some more pepper. My goodness. Let me turn this up a little bit. Whoa, almost knocked you over there. Because I'm kind of doing it from a distance and want to make sure it gets nice and mixed up, nice and thick and good. Okay. Yep, turn it back down. It's getting thick on me. I may have to add some more water or something. It got thick on me quick. Okay, I gotta add some more pepper to that. So, and there's some people that don't like the white gravy. They can do this same thing with a brown gravy, or like with a chicken gravy or a beef gravy. So it's whatever you choose it to be, you know. I know they don't make a pork gravy, but there she is. See how thick she is? Like, she got thick. That's a thick daddy right there. You know what I mean? So we just gotta finish waiting on the sausage link to cook. And then I gotta fry some eggs, but I'll show you how I fry the eggs, because a lot of people, like, they think that you need, like, you know, tons of oil. I don't think that. I'm not one to cook with, like, when I make my fried potatoes, yes, of course, you know, you need oil to fry them up, but when it comes to your eggs, you don't. So I'm gonna move this off this burner, or actually I'll just turn it off. Okay, we're back. The sausage has about 7 more minutes. The gravy's done. The potatoes are done. The biscuits still have to cook, and I still have to cook the eggs. So, but I am going to, I already know I'm going to have to put it on 2 different plates, because it's not all going to fit on one. So, the biscuits and gravy I typically put on a plate by itself. I mean, mine I might be able to, but I know, ouch, because I don't know why, but I just know that I'm not going to be able to fit it all on the one plate. So, yeah, there's still 6 minutes left. I may get started on some eggs, or I may just pull them because I have to change the temperature on the oven. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull the sausage out of the oven a little bit early, and then if I need to, I can put them in this pan. Okay, let's see how they're doing. Because I thought they would be done a little bit quicker. Okay. Okay, that's what they look like. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish them off because I don't want the rest of dinner or the rest of breakfast, sorry. I'm already thinking about dinner, but that's because I've got dinner plans already going in my head. But I'm going to move these sausages, even though they're pretty cooked, I like to have them a little bit more brown. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get them in this pan. Because usually I'll start those like way before I do anything else, which I don't know why I didn't this time. You make silly mistakes, you know what I mean? Mistakes they're learning lessons. But depends on how you look at it. You can look at it as a mistake, or you can look at it as a learning experience. Depends on how you feel about it, you know what I mean? So, we're going to move you over here, finish working on the sausage links, and then I'm going to start these biscuits, and I'm going to put those in for, whoa, almost knocked you over again. That's not good. I'm going to put those in for about 14 minutes. That's 3 right there. For some reason I can't clear my timer, but I know how many minutes left on the timer. That's how long it's been since I've done a cooking video with y'all that I have forgotten where to place the camera at. Goodness gracious sake. See, I need to stay on top with y'all with the cooking. I know you guys seem to enjoy it, so just give me a thumbs up if you like it, so I know to keep doing it. You know, because my husband, you know, I cook things that my husband and I both like. This is a meal that if he had to, he prefers bacon and eggs and stuff and potatoes. But this isn't one of the meals that I grew up on from a childhood memory, so I like it. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I think that if he had a choice, he would have the bacon. Every so often he'll order biscuits and gravy out, but I can't eat a whole meal. Most of the time I can't eat a whole meal and biscuits and gravy. So if I get biscuits and gravy, I usually just get fruit on the side, which is also another possibility that people can do if they don't want like a whole meal. They can do biscuits and gravy and fresh fruit, a bowl of fresh fruit. So there is alternative ways to have biscuits and gravy with your meal. Oh, I got to get another plate for those sausages because once I get those sausages out, they got to drain off. And I really don't like to put them on top of the potatoes. Even, I can just do that. What am I thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking. Because I could put some of my husband's potatoes on his plate. And it frees up some space on my extra space for the sausage. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it. Okay. So we're going to just turn this little plate and put the sausage links on the side right there. I snuck a little room on the side to let these. And that's the other thing. It depends on how done you like your sausage links. Like some people don't like them that done. Okay. So that was 3.5 minutes. So I'm going to put this timer back on to 10. Because biscuits say 13 to 16 minutes or something like that. Let me double check this. Okay. Let me double check that. Yeah, 13 to 16 minutes. I was right. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Okay, so let's get working on some eggs. I mean, I know everybody does their eggs a little bit different, but this is how I do them. Oh. And of course, the first egg I do, I get a shell. I took it off. I'll just have to dig it out from underneath the pan later. So I turned it down a little bit because it seemed like it was going a little bit crazy. Okay, now let's take a peek at these sausages. Get up close and personal with them sausages, you know what I mean? No, but like I said, normally I finish them off, but I start them way earlier than I started them this time, which I don't know why I did it late this time. I don't know. You get lost in your train of thought, and you get to going. And I was so excited about bringing y'all in and see how I just barely turned that one over a little bit. That's an over medium egg. Like some people like they're super runny. Some people like them a little bit harder. Well, these are over medium, where they have a little bit of runniness to the yolk, but not crazy. You know what I mean? That's the best way I can describe it. Let me get these shells out of here. Trash out of here. I'm just throwing everything to the side where you can't see it, but yeah, I'm making a little bit of a mess over here. I hope you guys understand. Sometimes I can be very messy cook. But I think everybody has their little weakness occasionally, and mine happens to be messy cooking when I'm in a hurry, because I really want to get you guys this video out for you. And actually I want to get my dinner, my breakfast, my dinner. Oh, got dinner on my mind already. What the heck? Get this breakfast video out to you and get a hot breakfast to my husband that is now home. Like I said, we normally make breakfasts. I make breakfasts when he's at home, even if it's not per se a Sunday, because normally you get breakfast on the weekends, you know, because that's how I was raised by my mother. Breakfast was a weekend thing, not weekdays. Weekdays you got oatmeal or cereal or what the heck? You got cereal or oatmeal or Pop-Tart, or if you got lucky and you scored, you went to the bakery, Hostess Bakery thrift store, which they don't have those anymore. People of this time don't know what that is. They're like, what the heck is that? Like, this lady's crazy. But people of my time know exactly what that is. Hold on just a second, guys. I'll be back with you. My dog is being a little bit of a brat. He knows I'm talking to y'all, and he wants his attention. He can tell that when I'm making videos for y'all. He loves his attention. Let's see how these biscuits are doing. Oh, they still got a bit to go. Yeah, there's about 4 minutes to go. But I'm definitely going to get my plate too, so that we can have a little taste test together. There's nothing like trying a little breakfast together. Too bad you're not here to try it with me, but we'll have a taste test. But like I said, the salt and pepper on the eggs and the potatoes and the gravy, that's all to taste. Like, you don't have to put that on there. You know what I mean? No, there's no rules that says you have to do this or you have to do that. It's what you want or what you feel you like. I don't know why people think there's rules when it comes to that. Like, even when I was in school, which they don't do now, which I don't understand why they took that out, but back in my day, they had home ec, and we used to bake cakes, and we learned how to meal plan, and this was in high school. This wasn't in college, you know what I mean? Wasn't like that. We would do meal planning, and we'd make cupcakes and things like that. And they had a saying, and I really never really liked the saying, and I didn't know why they insisted to say it. There's seasonal times to be making certain things, and I would say, well, why? I can't remember the teacher's name. It's been so long, because, you know, I'm that old. And I wasn't a wee little lad, of course, you know, like a little one back then. But I used to just question everything. I was inquisitive like that. There is some people that are, you know, they ask about everything. Well, I'm happen to be one of those people that ask why. Why do we have to do it this way? Or why do we have to do it that way? And my family used to drive crazy. But I never understood why they would say like nutmeg and cinnamon and clove were like winter, like autumnal seasonings. I never understood that. Because if somebody wanted to make a spice cake or whatever, a spice cake has all those seasonings in it. And you can have a spice cake all year long. So, to me, I didn't see the point of why you can do it. Or the other one that used to bother me immensely was fruits and berries. You were only supposed to use fruits and berries during the summer. And I was like, why? And they'd say, don't ask questions of why, just, you're not allowed to. And I said, strawberries are good, why can't you have them? And they'd say, well, that's a summer thing. You can't be mixing seasons like that. And I'm like, well, I live in a state that technically we don't get 4 seasons. So that's thrown out right there. Because like we have winter, don't let me kid around about that. Because we do. We have a summer and we have winter. The other two, take them or leave them. Don't bother me none. Okay? Because I'm not, like, I just know it's cold. Or it's hot. Like, that's it. The other ones really just don't. Either ways, I could take it or leave it. You know what I mean? But there's some people that live in states or other countries that have all the seasons. So they probably are thinking that I'm way crazy, that I don't understand what these seasons about. I mean, I've seen them and I've learned about them, but when people bring it up, I'm like, I just know cold and hot. Really cold, really hot. Like, that's it. So. You know, so it's something that I don't understand. I mean, when I see people on the TV, you know, like other YouTubers or other people that have come from other places, like my son, he lives in Maine. And when my daughter used to live in Kansas, they would tell me, our winters would be knee-deep in snow. And my mother lived in Ohio. And they'd be like, yeah, we're out here knee-deep in snow. And I'm like, nope, not going there. Because that's the one thing I've never enjoyed. We can go to Big Bear, you know, or Crestline or up in that area if I wanted snow. But no, I'm good. Don't really need it. Because that's just not for me. That's not my cup of tea. I'm not about trying to be cold. Okay. The biscuits are done. Oh yeah, those biscuits look beautiful. I'll show them to you in just 1 second. Okay. Let me get this last egg and turn this far off. And then we'll get to the biscuits and gravy. Meat and potatoes of this video. Okay. So, that's how the biscuits came out. I know most people make their own homemade biscuits. I understand that. But I'm not that gal. Sorry, but no, not for me. But I'm going to go ahead and work on my husband's so y'all can see how I fix up the whole plate. Woo! And of course, that's never a good thing. Don't do that. This is crazy. Whoa. To do this. What I just did. Okay. So, let's bring you over here. And bring you down just a pinch. I might only be able to do one at a time. Because it's not looking... Okay. Let me get this. Okay. Okay. That's that. Okay. That's that. So, I'll be right back with you for a taste test. Hi YouTube, I'm back. We're going to do a taste test. There she is on all her glory. Looks so good, I can't wait. So let's get into these biscuits and gravy. So good. Can't wait. Don't want to hold you up either. Darn it. I'm going to have to cut it all up. I didn't think I was going to have to do all that now. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Sorry about that. You'll probably hear my tap dancing little dog at my feet. But here we go with the biscuits and gravy. That extra pepper in it gives it a little kick. I don't know what it is about the pepper, but it's delicious. Remember, if you have nothing nice to say about somebody or something, don't say anything at all. Bye-bye for now. I'm going to go eat my breakfast now. Bye.